Today's 3-minute conversation, the Great Reset.
Okay, Carlo, what's the Great Reset? I've heard people mention it on the news, the Great Reset, this, Justin Trudeau the other day, the Great Reset.
Jacinda Ardern, Boris Johnson.
Prince Charles.
Yeah.
They're all mentioning the Great Reset. What is it?
Well, my understanding is if you go to I think it's WHO and UN, they're saying the Great Reset in Davos, where all the elites meet, is that we're going to be happy having nothing. and we rent everything. Now, I don't know about you, I don't know about me, but I like to have stuff.
Yeah, and what about the stuff I've already got?
Well, it looks like you've got to hand it over. So, I think it's a con. I don't think it doesn't sound fair. And I think it's something to be seriously worried about as a population.
Yeah. I mean, somebody asked me years ago what was my, if I had to say what's my number one like in life.
Yeah.
And my, like an affirmation, my number one thing was I am happy because I've got freedom.
Yeah. And I agree.
I feel like the freedoms...
So what if you can't travel because under this 2030 agenda, this Great Reset, that you can't travel because you've got to have a vaccine passport?
Yeah, well, it's scary. Yeah, because you might... different countries might have different rules.
Exactly.
So you might be able to get into France, but you can't get into Belgium. Or you get into Belgium, you can't get into Germany.
So a big picture here. 1, you won't own anything, but supposedly you're going to be happy.
Yeah.
2, if it goes this way, I bet you can't speak up against it legally. So freedom of speech will be in
it's gone.
Will be gone.
Yeah.
And you can't travel unless they want you to travel where they want you to travel. And the other part of the agenda is they want everyone to give up the cars.
Yeah, so the cars are going, and not only that, airline companies are struggling now. Are they going to shut down the airlines so we can't travel so much?
So that means you can't travel. You can't just get out and do anything. You can't rise up because you haven't got freedom of speech. Everyone's going to be happy with poverty and not owning anything. For me, this doesn't sound like a good plan.
Yeah. I saw something the other day where a priest was saying something like that Justin Trudeau was saying something like, we are going to do this and we want to do that and we want to do this. And this priest was saying, who are these we?
Exactly.
Who are the we?
Yeah. I think this needs to be explored. We all need to talk about it. I don't think this is in our best interests. It sounds to me like population control. That hasn't worked well through history. Something to be worried about.
Yeah.
So today's analysis is, strap in, it's going to be a bumpy ride.
Oh, gee.